Hello everyone, it's the Dutch of Freemaster and welcome to, I believe, part 7 of Let's Build an Amsterdam Canal House in The Sims 3. So again, it has been a very long time since the last time I uploaded this series. And that was just because I kind of forgot this series, and also I didn't have much time for this series actually, just because I also had the Let's Build an Amusement Park series running. But now I'm happy to tell you that I will actually finish the whole exterior in this part, and I'll try to finish the whole interior in the next part, actually of only one canal house, as I had said before. Because if I have to do the interior of every canal house in this lot, it would take much too long. But yeah, that's actually what my idea was. But actually, yeah, it was, or in the previous part of the series, I said that I wouldn't, or I would try to make sure that it wouldn't take as long as this time actually took to upload this series. But again, I failed in doing that just because I kind of forgot this series, sorry. And also that's kind of because I don't really think this Amsterdam Canal House looks like at the level I can build actually, just because I don't really like the look of it. I think it looks pretty cool, but it is not as detailed as my houses normally are. So please don't see, if you see this video by me and this is the only video you've seen by me so far, please also check out my other videos, because those are way better with building. But actually I quite enjoyed building this again, just because it's something from my own country, of course, because it's Holland. So yeah, I quite liked it. And as you can see, it is actually also something different than I normally do, because usually I just build houses which have like lots of space around it, or at least are actually built free from each other. But these are actually built next to each other, which you see quite much in the Netherlands. Not always in this way, usually kind of in a more boring way, because not all the houses look like this. In Amsterdam you actually only see these houses, and you also see houses attached to each other, but those look way different actually. But yeah, it was quite fun to make something like this, but just because it's from my own country. So yeah, I also hope you enjoy what we built in this series. And then in the next part I'll try to finish it actually by just doing the interior of one of the houses. Maybe I can do two parts. So two parts to do the exterior, but I'm not really sure yet. And also I will try to finish the Let's Build an Island Villa series. I only have to do the interior, and then that series will be done. And I think that will still be 2 or 3 parts, just because I kind of feel people start to get bored of the Let's Build, and I personally also kind of get bored of the Let's Build. So I want to do some other things, some other videos, and stop with the Let's Build for some time, and then maybe come back with the Let's Builds, and then people see it as something new again maybe, which is kind of what I want. So at the moment we're doing one of the gardens, which these gardens are not really big actually. As you can see, they're just, I think, 4 or 5 by 10 squares or something, I'm not really sure. But they're not very big, but in Amsterdam I believe they're not very big too. They are quite long, but not very wide, if you know what I mean. And I also try to make that in this house. So yeah, by the way, actually, do you know where Holland is in the world? I think quite so many people know it, because I personally quite like Holland or the Netherlands, however you want to say it, but I'm really not like super fan of my country. But I also sometimes think like people from the USA maybe don't even know what Holland is or where it lays, and I think some people even understand it better when you say that they go to Amsterdam better than that they go to Holland. But anyway, it is kind of, it lays to the right side of the United Kingdom or England or Great Britain, whatever, at the other side of the sea. Yes. So under us we have Belgium, and under that we have France, and to the right side of us we have Germany, and at the top we have sea. But when you go further, you have Scandinavia with Sweden and Norway. and a bit to the right, but more above Germany, you have Denmark. So that's actually where it is. So if you don't know that, which I think quite many people will know that, but maybe if you don't, you know it now. And also, what is the Holland good at actually? We have very good DJs actually. I can probably say that I'm quite proud of how many DJs we have, because if you have like the DJ Mag Top 100, I think it is. I don't know if you follow like DJ music, but I kind of do. The top 10 usually consists of like 5 or 7 Dutch DJs, and the number 1 used to be Armin van Buuren. You probably know him, and now it is Hardwell, which I don't know as good as I know Armin van Buuren actually. But he's also a Dutch DJ, because we have Armin van Buuren, Hardwell, Afrojack, Chesto. I'm forgetting quite many, I believe. Also some smaller DJs. I really feel like I'm forgetting one. Well, maybe some smaller, but I think I've got the biggest ones. Yes, but you probably know those. But I think those are just quite good for the Netherlands, and they are really high in that in the DJ world, if you can say it like that. So that's what we are actually good at. By the way, the weather here is usually it sucks, because in the summer we have to be happy when there actually is sun, but in the winter we don't always have snow, so it's kind of like in between and nothing of everything. So yeah, we don't have like great weather like you have in Spain or Italy or somewhere else in the world, so that's kinda sucks. But yeah, it is also quite funny because we always talk about the weather here. So anyway, at the moment we are doing the garden. Those were just some random, very random things about the Netherlands, I believe. But maybe you like that. If you want me to talk more about the Netherlands, maybe I can do that, or Holland. Maybe I can do that more in the next part in which we will be doing the interior, but only if you like it, because I think then also ask some things maybe, because otherwise it's kind of difficult for me to come up with some stuff. So yeah, just let me know what you would like me to talk about my country. So yeah, in the end I think I quite like it. It ends up being still quite detailed, so I think it's pretty good with how it looks like. And it also quite looks like real Amsterdam Canal houses, which I think is great, of course. So yeah, at the moment we're just adding some plants or shrubs in one of the gardens. I in the end also add like, yes, here we do it for something for the children, and I will also add a table over here, or at least that's what I think. Yes. So I will, as I said before, do the interior of only one canal house, just because if we have to do them all, we will need like 6 extra parts, or 12 maybe even if we take 2 parts per house. But yeah, now I will only do the interior of one, and maybe you can just do the interiors of the other houses yourself. And I already have an idea of which of the canal houses I will decide to just do the interior of, and I think that's the one that comes second when you are in front of everything. So now at the moment we're at the back, so then it's not the last house. If you look to the right, it's not the last house, but the one before that. So because I think I'm going to do the interior of it quite modern, just because if I would personally live in a house like this, because no, I don't live in a house like this, unfortunately. Well, I would quite like it. It's not really like a dream, but if I could live in a house like this one, then I would really do the interior like super modern. So I'm going to do that, just because I think that gives quite a cool effect, because it looks kind of not very modern from the inside, and then I'll do a modern, or no, now I'm saying it wrong. It doesn't look very modern from the outside, and then I want to make it very modern from the inside, but I will try to keep some of the old details, or add some old details in this case. just because I think that would look pretty cool. So that's what I will be doing. So yeah, at the moment we're just adding some extra windows because I forgot those, and in a second I will also add the trees to the other side of the canal. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce it because I thought it was canal houses, but I found out that it was actually canal houses, something like that. So actually I've been pronouncing it wrong for the whole series, so I don't really know, yeah, if that's correct. But we will be ending this episode in like 1 minute or 2, I don't really know, something like that. So we'll first change some colors and add some extra things, and then we will go to the end of this part. And then I think we will have 1 or 2 parts left. I think 1 part will be enough, yes. So this is the part actually before the last part, and at the moment right now we are actually adding the extra trees to the canal or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, and then I think I am quite proud over how it turned out to look like. So I hope you also like it because I've put quite much effort in it, and also I think it looks much better than the first time I tried to do these Amsterdam Canal houses, because I've also done a house building video of it like I think 1.5 years ago, but that turned out to look like crap actually. So this time I tried to make it better, and I think it turned out to be quite much better. But to make it like real good, I think you actually need to have like the ability to build or the limited number of floors, or like at least 10 floors, because then you can make it real detailed. Because yeah, you actually need all the stories to make just to make the house, you know, to have the levels, because usually those houses have like 4 or 5 levels, so then you need everything. And you also have like a cellar or a basement, and if you want to make like a detailed roof and a detailed thing in the leveling, you just need some extra floors. So that was kind of difficult, but I think in the end it turned out to look pretty cool. So anyway, thanks for watching this part, and I hope to see you back later.